This is not good. This is not the start I wanted to this video. As you can see, my levels are drained, my health is drained. I literally just turned on the game right now, and I'm at spawn. This can only imply one thing. No, no. I made it so far. This can't be how it goes. I was gone for like a day, and I didn't even, my Minecraft wasn't even on. I was just, I was saved and quit. I was standing on top of my donkey. Oh no, oh my god, I'm gonna get over to my mega base and see what happened. That's my chest monster approaching, but I don't see any of my stuff. I don't understand what could have possibly happened. I literally spawned in and ended up at spawn location. No items, no nothing. Oh, everything's gone. Give me a second, I'm gonna see if I could fix this. I just loaded back in, like I unloaded and reloaded the world. Thank goodness I am intact. That was like a bad dream right there. Oh, that was horrifying. Well, that wasn't exactly the start I wanted to have in this video, but it was a start nonetheless. And oh man, that really messes up my intro. That really does. Well, can I do it like right now? Like let me see. Let me try doing it right now. I've been farming a lot recently. And lots of farming, I mean. Like, if you look at all my other videos, they're almost all, I built this farm, I built that farm, I built the farm before that, and then, you know, I like to farm a lot. It's what I like to do, it's fun for me. I don't really like redstone because I'm kind of dumb and I don't really get it. I'm not that great at building, I built that. But farming, that's something I can do. I can force stuff to do my will. That's why I like farming, because, like, you know. You know what? This video, no farming. Instead, I'm going to spend the time catching Ravagers like Mel, my buddy here. Caught him last video. If you guys didn't watch that, please do check it out. And I am going to catch more. And I'm going to catch so many that I'm going to make a bullfight out of it. And then I'm going to play in the bullfight, which is extremely dumb and it's going to end in disaster. But, I mean, like, what's life without a little bit of risk? That was really cliche and I'm never going to say that again. Was that normal? Was that intro normal? I don't know. I'm still shooken up by what happened there. I'm gonna go get a drink of Pepsi and I will be back. Does this keep happening to me? Oh my god, I'm gonna unload the game again. I've been refreshed and I think now it's time we start working on this project. So, I chose a pretty good mountain. It's nice and noticeable, but not so close to my mega base where this thing will be like super ugly and like, take up, I guess, the view of the mega base. But still close enough where I could access all my resources and I don't really need to do any crazy work with villagers and stuff. So the first thing I want to do before I actually get working on this is just set up a quick sort of camp over here because I'm going to be here for the next 2 weeks and it's always nice to have a place to live. So in my ender chest I've gone ahead and made a camp right here. And I'm just going to plant it right around here, just so I can get a nice place to live at. So, let's place down the camp and watch it work its magic. And here it is. Man, you gotta love those instant camps. Made by Climb Corp, you know? Yeah, so good. Well, anyways, I'm so glad that this popped up so instantly just so I could sleep right now, because it's getting kind of late. And, yeah, all of a sudden it's nighttime, so I really need to get started on this project. So what I'm going to do is I am going to sleep because it is nighttime. But then, now I'm gonna go to the nearest village, which is over yonder. It's actually the same village I got the Johnnies for the meat farm. And I'm just gonna go get some Ravagers from there after I get a bad omen. For some reason I thought this would be simple. This is not simple. I'm catching Ravagers for Pete's sake. Well, anyways, I'm gonna go get me a bad omen. Took me a while, but I finally got one from the nearest outpost. Now I just gotta head over here, which is my village, where I get my pillagers. I don't know why I forgot how to say that, but I just gotta dive over here. As you can see, this is the one I used for the Johnny Vindicators in the meat farm. And I just gotta dive down, like over here. Swoop in. Why are all these guys still awake? It's the middle of the night. I have messed with this village a bit. Like, for example, all the beds are in one place, but that's just because sometimes to delete a raid... Oh my god, there's still pieces from the last raid. Everybody get in. No. Let me sleep. Basically, when you have to restart a raid, you have to wreck all the beds in the village, so for my convenience, I put all the beds in the same area. So I just have everything done quicker. I'm gonna get rid of these guys first. Alright, let me catch some Ravagers in. I just realized I forgot my boats. I'm an idiot. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I cleaned up a few rounds of the waves, and I got my boat, so this means this should be the Ravager round with any luck. So, let's just give it a second so that these guys can spawn. So, here we go. I don't know why they spawned all the way over there. Did I make a mistake? It's 3 rounds before Ravager round, or is it 3 rounds before which round? Oh, nope, it's Ravager round. We're good. We're good. Alright, let's catch this fool. Okay, so the strategy I find best for catching these things is, first of all, A, catch this thing, or B, clear out all the nearby pillagers. Get in there, get in there. Okay, he's in. Okay, so that's the Ravager. He's done, right? I just gotta avoid his head. I cannot let anything in the boat with him, though. That causes huge problems later. So, if you guys remember my Ravager that I have already caught, Mel, yeah, the chicken Daryl wasn't supposed to be there. I accidentally caught him, and now he's stuck in the boat with Mel. So now I'm just going to cart this guy off over to the area that I designated over there. And I believe it's far enough from the raid where, it'll despawn the raid. So, let me just, kind of got to go inside of them. Yep, that's, Okay, you know what, I'm going to put my armor on for this. Okay, let's, drag this guy along then. Alright, after some travel, this guy is finally back where he belongs. Threw a splash potion of healing on him just for safety purposes. And now he stays right there while I go and catch another group of Ravagers. Now, the weird thing about transporting this guy is there are 2 methods of moving mobs by boat. One I learned is, of course, the water stream. You just drag them along a lead on top of water streams that you make, which is what I usually use for Ravagers just because for some reason they don't like the other method. The other method being the bunny hop method. Basically, you just gotta hop, and they'll hop with you, and you just gotta continually hop across blocks, and then eventually they'll follow you. But the weird thing was, usually that doesn't work for Ravagers, I'm not sure why. But for him it was working, which actually helped me out a ton, just because I could actually get stuff done really quickly, because the bunny hop method is way faster than water streams. So I'm going to make my way back over to the raid, which is, like I pointed out, over in this direction. Reset it, and then go get more boats if I need it. If I don't, then I will just come back. So, I guess it's going to be time for a quick Ravager collecting montage. Number 3. Number 2 is over there. And that was actually the last Ravager, which works out for me because this has been quite the task, simply because, well, I'm transferring Ravagers around and they're kind of big. So they are now all in place, and it's probably time to actually start building the ring over here. But something I do want to show first before I start working on that is right over here at my village. This right here is the Pillager Memorial. So basically, this is every single raid. I don't know why this one's so far. I think that might have been one of the first ones I placed. But this is every single raid I had to go through to get this going. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot, but keep in mind, I had to wait for each and every one of these captains to spawn, and I had to kill them and just go through each raid in its fullest, besides the final raid where I caught the 2 Ravagers. By the way, the reason the health bar is still there is because I kept the Ravager here. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do with that one. So now it's actually time to get to work and start building. I'm so cool. Well, I went out for some resources, more specifically right now, cobble, gravel, and stone. I went into my quarry for that, and it turned out pretty well. I then had this pretty scary moment. Whoa! Yeah, that was pretty scary. I'm pretty sure my soul left my body there. If you didn't see, basically a slime knocked me into a creeper, which then blew up, and since I'm an absolute pro at this game, I don't wear my chest plate, I wear an elytra, meaning that I just insta-died. Luckily, my totem was there to save me, and there was no real harm done considering I have loads of them, but still, it was quite the scare. I then went back up to the surface and gathered some spruce wood, because that's what I needed, and I also grabbed some podzol, which was kind of weird, and if you can't tell already by the resources I'm gathering, I'm going for a medieval style build, and these used to be, like a year ago, these used to be my favorite style. Especially mixed with a podzol, gravel, coarse dirt, terraform, and especially with boulders and stuff. So I'm really going back to my roots here and just going back to the original style I used to build in. Oh yeah, and here's the quick, like the quick time lapse of what I'm actually doing now. Well, after the transition of the century, this build is finally done, and it's not my greatest work. Like, I mean, it's kind of simple, but I kind of was going for simple because in reality, the main focus of this build is the Ravagers, and I think it will fulfill that very well considering its nice, roomy interior. Now, everything's looking quite good for this build, except I think it's lacking in two things. One, I mean, the outside's hideous. I don't know if you've seen this, but I didn't really do any proper terraforming. So yeah, we got some super rough edges around here. I mean, this side's fine, but that's because that's all natural. It's around here where things started to get kind of rough because of caves and stuff. So I really just need to smooth all that out. And also, I think I'm missing something. And I'm gonna just try to install that now because, well, the build is missing something. And let's face it, what the build's missing is flags. I mean, you can't have a castle without flags. That's a staple. Now that the flags are in place, and I've done a bit of light terraforming, I'd say that this thing is looking pretty complete. And I know the flags are a bit colorful and look a little out of place, but that's the reason I put them in, considering that the build was looking a little gray, and I just need a splash of color here and there, and those flags quite literally do the trick. So you could kind of tell which areas have been terraformed. I mean, I'm no terraforming pro, so I don't really make the terrain look very natural. But the point is, it's better than what there was. So that is technically an improvement. So I will take that. I will take an improvement of any kind. So now it's the part I hope you guys have been waiting for, or you have been waiting for, or I don't know. It's kind of presumptuous of me to guess. But I'm going to be transporting the Ravagers now. So regardless of you were excited for it or not, I am now moving them. So this might be a little difficult, but I'll manage somehow. One for moving the Ravagers, and the idea is simple. I just took them, and they hopefully don't hit me. I'm actually going to block up like 2 more just in case. And now I kind of repeat the process that might have... Not sure if I intended to do that. So, yeah, this may prove a bit more troublesome than I thought. Especially if I have stuff like that happening. I probably should have considered the fact that the boats fly when they, you know, fall. So, why? Seriously? Okay, I just need to push this guy into the arena now. Come on. There we go. That's it. He's in. Alright, so that's 1 done. 2's down there. Or technically, that one's number 2. I don't know how this works. I'm just working with it. I am gonna cut those 2 blocks down just because I'm a little afraid of any more flying out. And it looks like the key is to grab the Ravagers themselves and not the boats. Because it doesn't look like the Ravagers can fly very much. Whereas the boats can. So I'm just gonna continue this until all the Ravagers are following me. At which point, I'm going to run inside the arena and try and grab them. This doesn't seem to be working out the best for me right now. Oh, got another one. Those ones might be a little far for me to grab. That one just hopped into another boat, didn't it? Oh, boy. I might have some issues here. Okay, I'm just gonna speed through this. I now have every Ravager after me, and my idea here is just... Oh boy, that kind of messes up my idea. Will they follow me? Okay. I think they might have already gone in there. I mean, I guess I can see, because my plan was to jump down there, MLG water bucket, clutch myself, and then run to the door. But it looks like all the Ravagers already forced themselves in there for me, which works out pretty nicely. And since it was a one-way door, they can't get out. Let me just free that guy and destroy his boat using a bow. I'm a little afraid of hitting them with this kind of thing, but not as afraid as I am of them getting back in the boat and me having to go in there. So, yeah, I think that's all 12 Ravagers in their pen. Knowing my luck, there's probably one waiting for me right here. I wasn't kidding, I wasn't kidding, I wasn't kidding. Why would I say that? 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 Okay, this puts me in quite the predicament, because all my stuff is in my inventory, and I don't know how to bait this guy into there. Huh. This is definitely not what I was intending to do. So now I'm going to loop him back over there. Why is he not chasing me? Okay. The good news is everyone who's in there is now trapped in there. There's literally no getting out for them. So, yeah, that is good news. But as for this guy, I'm honestly not sure what I can do about him. Because, yeah, he is now not. So, is there any way I could bait him in there? No? You're not gonna be that nice to me, game? Huh. What if I were to stack up here? I'm gonna figure this out and make sure that all the Ravagers are settled. And I'll see you guys then. Now I think it's time for the real moment we've all been waiting for, the bullfight. So I filled my inventory up with totems, I'm ready for it, and I'm gonna start a stopwatch and see how long I last in there when I jump in. So I guess here we go. Okay, so I'm jumping in, and I'm now going to see how long it can last in here, because, well, obviously there's 12 Ravagers in here, and I gotta keep moving, or else I'm going to get properly creamed. And I realize I probably should have kept food in my inventory instead of totems, but holy mackerel, I am getting absolutely fried right now. Let's real quick do this. Woo, that is quite the amount. Okay, I am in a slight bit of danger. I don't know why that guy ran off. It's also raining, which isn't ideal weather, and I realize I did just stop regenerating, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. So I should have enough totems to cover me for a little while, but I don't know exactly how this is going to work out. Oh boy, this is getting quite hairy. No, I can bail out at any time, but yeah, I'm going to just kind of keep running. So I'm going to switch over to this mode and see how long I last. I'm about to crack my first totem. I'm really, okay. Oh, there's my first totem. Okay, here we go, here we go. Ooh, it's getting kind of hairy now. Okay, that's not good, 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 that's not good. Ow. 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 At this point, I don't even think I could dodge them anymore. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do a little lope around them. Ow. Oh, there's my next totem. Alright, at this point, I've been going on for 1 minute and 30. I think it's time I finally bail out, simply because I don't want to lose all my totems here. Whew! And for those of you who are wondering, no, that's not my hardcore world. It's a copy of the world. There was no way I was wasting that many totems on a little video like that. So, yeah, none of that really happened in the main world. But, you know, it was cool. I mean, it was technically a bullfight. It was the same arena, so that's alright, I guess. Well, with all that being done, first things first, I think I should pack up my camp. Man, still so impressed on how fast those things pack up. Well, after doing that, I think it's time just to take a good look at what I have completed today, which I'm very proud of, by the way. I mean, this is impressive. Not a lot of players can say they've caught 12 Ravagers and survived a rodeo with them, so, well, I guess I said a bullfight. So, yeah, I'm pretty proud of what I did today. It was quite the project. I mean, catching these guys was no joke. So, with all that being said, I think that's it for the video, so thanks for watching, and cue the white screen. I don't really have anything to say in this section, so I'll kind of just say, like, I usually don't like saying things like this, because I frankly find it annoying in other videos, but if you made it this far, you obviously enjoyed the content. So if you wouldn't mind, please do subscribe. I work a lot on these videos, and it really does mean a ton when someone subscribes. So, thank you all for watching, I guess, because it's over now. There's literally nothing I need to do now. So, I'm still here, aren't I? Well, what do you want me to say? Like, bye? Like, what? Bye!